Hi, welcome to my museum kit. I'm Kim, and I'm an art instructor at Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. For this My Museum kit, we'll be learning about artists who face difficult challenges and experiences in their lives. We'll look at artists who make art in order to tell important stories about themselves and the world. Today, we are inspired by an artist named Faith Ringgold and her artwork in the Crystal Bridges Permanent Art Collection. The name of this piece is Maya's Quilt of Life. This artwork is a story quilt with a painted portrait of an African-American woman named Maya Angelou, surrounded by trees and flowers in Stamps, Arkansas. Angelou was a writer, poet, and activist during the Civil Rights Movement. Angelou also told important stories about her life and her family, which are printed on this particular story quilt. The artist, Faith Ringgold, created this story quilt for her friend Oprah Winfrey, who greatly admired Maya Angelou. Who do you admire in your life? What characteristics does this person have? Today, I'll be showing you how to create a clay portrait of a person you admire. You can pause this video or scroll back to any step if you need to. For this project, you will need, from the kit, a mirror board, a variety of modeling clay, a black permanent marker, a paintbrush with a flat head, and a bottle of Mod Podge gloss. And you'll need a couple of materials from home, such as a printed image or photo, this is optional, and a wet wipe or a damp paper towel. Let's make clay portraits. Write words to describe the person you admire onto a mirror board with a black permanent marker. You can look at a printed image or photo of this person if you have one available. One of the many people that I admire is David Bowie. He was an English musician and actor. He played all kinds of music in his lifetime, including rock, blues, jazz, and electronica. He's inspired many of today's musicians through his fashion style and his stories about outer space. Today, I will be looking at 2 photographs of David Bowie to create my clay portrait. There's different characteristics that I want to include from both of these photos. After you finish writing words on your mirror board, mix white, orange, and brown clay to create a human skin color. Use different amounts of each color based on your person's skin tone. If you want to make a lighter skin tone, add more white clay. If you want to make a darker skin tone, add more brown. Start with a good amount of white clay, then slowly add little bits of orange and little bits of brown. Roll a piece of skin color clay between the palms of your hands to create a ball. Flatten the ball into an oval and place it on the center of the mirror board. Smooth out the clay with your fingertips to create a head. Roll another ball of skin color clay and flatten it into a rectangle. Place it below the oval on the mirror board. You may have to lift up the oval head and place part of it underneath. Smooth out the clay with your fingertips to create a neck. Roll 2 small balls of skin color clay and flatten them into ovals. Place each small oval on the left and right side of the clay head to form ears. Roll 1 small ball of skin color clay. Pinch the end of the ball to create a teardrop shape. Squish the tip of the teardrop onto the center of the clay head. Use your fingertips to shape the nose. Wipe your hands with a wet wipe or damp paper towel in between changing clay colors. Next, we're going to focus on the facial features of our portraits. We will use 3 different clay techniques called slab, coil, and ball. Create a slab by rolling a ball of clay and flattening it. Layer tiny slabs of clay to create eyes. Use a large slab to form a shirt. Make a coil by rolling a piece of clay against a flat surface with your fingers. Use coils to create hair, lips, glasses, and shirt details. You can also braid multiple coils together to create texture for the hair. I braided coils to make my first clay portrait. David Bowie was really well known for painting a red and blue lightning strike on his face, so I'm going to add that characteristic to this portrait. The ball technique is really similar to how we made our portrait earlier, with our ears and nose. Use balls of clay to create freckles, earrings, buttons, and dots. Smooth out any rough edges on your clay portrait with your fingertips. And if you have wet wipes at home, use them to clean any smudges or fingerprints on the mirror board. Grab your bottle of Mod Podge gloss and brush a finishing coat over your clay portrait with a paintbrush. Let it dry overnight. And we have completed our clay portraits. Try holding up your clay portrait to see the reflection of your face on the mirror board. What words would you use to describe yourself? Are they similar to the words that you use to describe the person you admire? You can place these clay portraits anywhere around your home. Seeing someone we admire every day can help remind us of good human values and help us decide who we want to be in the world. Well, thanks for joining me, y'all. See you next time. With an adult's permission, take a photo or two of your clay portraits and post it on social media with the hashtag #MyMuseumKit. Enjoy exploring!